Hey guys, welcome to SS Multimedia. This is Harshita Shishal, and in this lesson we'll be using patterns to divide.
Let's get started. So the objective of today's lesson is using basic facts. So basic facts to divide numbers mentally. So mentally means in your head. So you don't use a paper for this. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna write it, but what I'm gonna write is supposed to be done in your head. I'm just showing it to you guys so that you know what to do. Let's get started. So the first example is 250 divided by 5. So what does 250 also equal to? Well, it equals to 25 tenths. Okay, 25 tenths. And now 5 also equals to 5 ones. Now, what you do is separate these two like this with a line. And now you divide 25 by 5 and tens by tens. So, tens by 1, sorry. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Tens divided by 1s. To make it simpler, I'll say 10 divided by 1. 10 divided by 1 is 10. That's always going to be the same. A number divided by 1 will be that number, not 1. Okay? So 10 divided by 10 is 10 divided by 1 is 10. So that would basically mean 5 times tens, or 5 times 10. So 5 times 10 is 50. So that will be our answer for the first question. I'm just gonna box it so that you know that's our answer. Now let's do the second question. I'm gonna scroll it up so that we can do our work. Alright, so 300 divided by 60. Okay, 300 divided by 60. So let's do that again, simplify it. 300s. I'm sorry guys, what happened? Hundreds. And then 6 tens. Okay, I don't know, I think that's a glitch. But anyway, 300 and 6 tenths. So divide it with a line. And now box it. So that is just a recommendation. You can do this in your head. It'll be like 300s and 6 tenths. And you can use a line to separate them so that you won't get confused. Now you do 3 divided by 6. You can't do 3 divided by 6. So what do? Well, you just take a 0 from the hundreds and then take it all the way here. So I'm gonna write it over here. So when you take a 0 from the hundreds, this would become 30, and you're taking it. So if you're taking it, then the hundreds will become tens. And always remember that the hundreds will become tens if you take a 0, or the tens will become ones if you take a 0. Don't forget to do that, or else your answer will be completely wrong. It will be like 500 away, okay, or more. So let's do the next part. So the 6 tenths stay the same. Okay, now I'm gonna use a line to separate this, and let's divide. So 30 divided by 6 is 5. Tens divided by tens, also as 10 divided by 10 would be ones. So 5 ones. That will be our answer. But that's not our answer yet, our final answer yet. We have to simplify this. 5 ones also equals 5 times 1, which means it's 5. So our answer for the second question is 5. Now let's do the third question. So the third question says 3600 divided by 360. So let's simplify it. 3600 also equals to 36 hundreds and then 36 tenths. Now let's use a line to divide it. And let's divide. So 36 divided by 36 is 1. 100 divided by 10. So 100 divided by 10 is 10. So 1 times 1 tens or 1 times tens. So 1 times 10 equals 10. So our answer for the third question is 10. And let me just use a different color to box it. Okay, now let's do the fourth question for more practice. So the fourth question says 84,000 divided by 120. So let's do it. 84,000 divided by 120. So 84,000 also equals to 84,000. And then 120 also equals to 12 tenths. Now use a line. Okay, let's use orange. So 84 divided by 12. Well, let's see. I'm going to write it over here. And then 12. So 12 doesn't go into 8. So we have to look at it from 84. So I'm going to put a 0 over here. And 12 times what equals 84? Let's try 12 times 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1 is 16. So it has to be more than 12 times 5. 12 times what about 7? 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So it's 84. I'm just going to quickly erase this. Okay, so we know that 12 times 7 is 84, and we write down 84 here. 84 minus 4 is 0, and 8 minus 8 is 0. So yeah, 84 divided by 12 is 7. 1000 divided by 10. So 1000 divided by 10. That would be 100. So 7 hundredths. Okay, 7 hundredths. 7 hundredths also equals to 700. And let me just box it quickly. And that's our answer for the fourth question, 700. Word problem. So, a factory manufactures 96,000 pens each day. Once they finish manufacturing the pens, they pack them into boxes of 150. How many boxes will the factory need so that they can pack the pens? So this is a division problem because it says how many, so it gives the number of boxes, number of pens in each box, and then the total. So we need to figure out how many boxes, right? So we have to do total divided by the number of pens, number of pens in each box. So the total is 96,000. And then the number of boxes in each pen, the number of pens in each box is 150. So we learned a method over here, and we're going to use that method for this. Okay? So 96,000 also equals to 96,000. And then 150 also equals to 15 tenths. Alright, I just found out something. 96 divided by 5 is not possible. So I'm going to take a 0 from the thousands. So I'm going to add a 0 over here. And then I'm going to cross this out because you're supposed to cross it out in your head. And then I'm going to write 100. Okay, so I'm just going to write it over here. 960 hundredths. And then 15 tenths. So let's do it. 960 divided by 15. I'm going to do 960 divided by 15 over here. So let me try 15 times 6. Okay? 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 1 is 6. Plus 3 is 90. So that's the closest. Okay, so I'm just going to write 6 here. And then 90 here. And then 6 minus 0 would be 6. 9 minus 9 it would be 0. And then I'm going to drop down to 0. So we'll have 60. So what times 15 equals 60? So let's try 15 times 4 because I have a feeling it's 15 times 4 is 60. Let's see. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 2 is 60. Oh wow, I am right. So 60 with a 0 remainder. So, as you can see, our answer for 960 divided by 15 is 64. I'm going to change the color. 64. Okay, and if you don't mind, I'm going to erase this. Alright, so we have 64. Now, hundreds divided by tens. Do you remember how we got the hundreds? We took a 0 from the thousands to add it to 960. So 100 divided by 10 is 10. So 64 tens also equals 640. So the factory needs how many boxes? Needs 640 boxes. Alright, it's problem time. So we have 3 problems today. You guys pause the video and try these 3 questions by yourself, then come back and see if you're right. I will assume that you pause the video and let's start. So 490 divided by 70. So 490 also equals to 49 tenths and 70 also equals to 7 tenths. Now, let's divide. So 49 divided by 7, you should all know this, it's 7. Tens divided by tens is also ones, so 7 ones. 7 ones equals 7, and that should be our answer for the first question. Now, the second question. So 810 also equals to 81 tens, and 90 also equals to 9 tens. Now we have to divide. So 81 divided by 9 is 9. Tens divided by tens again is ones. So 9 ones equals 9. Just so you guys know, all this process needs to be in your head. So don't try not to use a pen and a paper. Okay, so this process should go in your head. Okay, it should be done in your head. Now let's look at the third question. So the third question says 360 divided by 60. So that also equals to 36 tenths. And then 60 equals to 6 tenths. Okay, we have tenths divided by tenths again. Anyway, so 36 divided by 6 is 6. Tenths divided by tenths is 10 ones. So like 10 divided by 10 equals 1, right? So 6 ones also equals to 6. And that's our answer for the third question. So I'm gonna write it, I'm just gonna point it and then I'm gonna write the right answer over here to the side. And then the third question, the answer is 6. Okay, thanks for watching. That was all for this video. Please comment down below how many questions you got right. Thank you for watching again.
Like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe.